bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. So you guys know the drill. Please pray for me by singing along with me, gesturing, and leaving a dislike on this video. Let's do it again. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. Let's do it again as I wait for a few others to join us on this video. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. So I'm asking for your prayer, and you can pray for me by leaving a dislike on this video. I'm experien I'm experiencing a melt up in my life, and I call it a melt up as opposed to a meltdown because things are spiraling upward out of control. What do I mean by that? I have been quite successful at negotiating quite a few things at my job, and I got an art show coming up. I'm doing really well with the art too, and I'm starting to feel like I fit in here in the Phoenix area. But earlier this morning, I got a taste of how overheated everything was. I was getting ready to go to an important meeting. Last night, I got too excited about some art projects, and so I was up pretty late, and I thought I could do the laundry this morning, not a big problem. And I've done laundry a gazillion times at my apartment without a hitch, so I didn't really think much of it. There's usually not a whole lot of people using the machines at that hour of the day. The only hitch I ran into is that their credit card machines were down, and they could only take quarters. And so I don't have a good way to take cash out of my bank account. I got to sort that out. Anyways, maybe today was a good wake up call to sort that out. I was in a jam. I really wanted to go to this meeting. I wanted to dress right. I was planning to clean up a little bit, and so it's 120 degrees outside. I knew I probably had $5 in between my car seats and all the other crap that's in my car. Actually, part of the reason my car is so cluttered is that to give you an idea, because a lot of people who don't live in Phoenix probably will not appreciate this. To give you an idea of how hot the car is, as soon as you turn off the car, it feels like you have seconds to get inside to an air conditioned place. There's no way you can think about the concept of bending over to pick up something in your car. And so you lose something in the car, that's it. You got to wait till winter time to go look for it, right? So I put my art down in the car. Something rolls out, goes underneath the seat. That's it. That's going to be my Christmas present when I clean up the car closer to Christmas time. I'm not joking when I say that. That's how hot it has become in the Phoenix area. And as a result of, I got mentally confused, and I had, you guys saw some of the crystals that I poured this past week. I ran up to a few people that I saw in the hallway, introduced myself, and tried to sell some of my art just to get a few bucks to do the laundry. I didn't even care if I was going to make any money, and none of the people really knew me, and they thought I was out of my mind. And I explained I needed to do laundry, and then none of these people had change on them either. And so that was that. So I had to brace myself to go out to my car. To give you an idea how hot it is, I literally, when I couldn't find change in the center console or anything like that, in any of the obvious places, I got into the car and started it just to get the air conditioner, just so I could search the car. I mean, it's really hard for me to express on camera what the Phoenix climate is like. I got the change. I put my clothes in the machine, and as I turned on the washing machine, it hit me that my life has become very jammed. I mean, there's no room for error in my life, and that's how I live. Right, one little detail, a credit card machine being down, or the other day the computer virus and we couldn't log on to our remote work, that being death, or car troubles, or any little wedge in between me and what I need to do next can cause a cascade just because of how wedged everything is together. And I didn't like that. I didn't, but at the same time, it has freed up a lot of stuff. I got to admit that. So yesterday, two nights ago, I was at a meeting at work when I had this colleague who was a little bit, I wouldn't say annoying, but she was talking over me. And I reminded myself, hey, I really don't need this job. Let's just have fun with this. And that was a good feeling. Had I needed that job, it might not have played out that way, right? That would have been a much more uncomfortable conversation. I mean, I've been there before. I've been with the same conversation, but needing the job in the past. And I didn't like that. I liked what happened 2 nights ago a lot better. But also, I didn't like the fact that the idea that I couldn't do laundry was such a drag on me, right? In a more ideal world, I would have had more time to think about the laundry. I wouldn't have stayed up last night with the art projects. I wouldn't have been rushed to go to this meeting. Maybe I would have even had some extra money. If I need to buy some new clothes to go to that meeting, I could do that as well. In a more ideal world, I could have had those options as well, right? That's what I want to work toward, right? So anyway, so just life has become overheated at the moment. Nothing bad or anything. All of these are pleasant things I'm dealing with. Just too much, right? Kind of like an overheated economy, right? So please pray for me by disliking this video. This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.